Did you hear that? And then we go, ooh. Right. I'm focusing, please leave me alone. And then maybe we'll do this, you think? Maybe we'll do that. And then maybe that. Ooh. Hello? Be careful, be careful. Ooh. And then, oh gosh, what's there to be scared of? Batman, will you just be happy? You're not going outside, it's not happening. I did this in a different painting, and then I liked how it was at the first step where this was still there, like so. And we color, and we color, and we color. Okay. Speak. I'm very busy. Okay, stick with me now, stick with me. Okay. Great news, I love it. Now what do we do you think? What do we do? I added Ella, adding a few more blobs and a slightly lighter color. I was debating doing it. I did it. I did it. I'm doing it. Now I'm doing it. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. No, I can't. I can't stop. Okay, ready? Here we are. The pink still shows through. I carved some little flower buds right here. Here's our big flower. Where's Ella? There's Ella. Ooh. I love it. It's weird and it's fun. Ta-da! Okay, love you, bye. I insist you fast forward to the very end to see what this looks like. But you have to come back, okay? I'm gonna wait. Okay, are you back? Can you believe that what this is that? I can't. You better have come back, or you're fired. I'm starting out with watercolor blobs, as one does on this big paper, and oops! The green got in that flower, so I used my shirt. Where's the paper towel? I don't know. Why would I know? I really like adding I try to wait for the flowers to dry between each step because watercolor just runs together. It's annoying like that, but like, it's fun and free. What do you think it'll do? It's just gonna move. But sometimes I'm impatient, so then they run together. Moving on, I like adding the leaf blobs. And I decided to add this really dark green background for fun. And I think I was like, yeah. I was very excited. This is one where I was excited at every step. I was like, I love it at every stage. And that simply is not true for all of them. And let me show you the inspiration. Let me go find it. Got it. I liked the idea of I was like, okay, that outer color is the outline, and the color on the circle on the inside is the blob color. So I did the blue and the green and the pink and the orange, and I kind of switched them up a little bit. But that was really fun for me and inspired me to make this. It's really that simple sometimes, and most of the time. So I'm adding my little details to the other blobs that I like to do. I like outlining in watercolor before adding the pastels in pencil because it lets me control the outline a little bit more and the color of it. And I've been doing that on those, when I do the gouache paint on the canvases. That last one I did this. And then I added the pastel details, but we're not there. Yeah, there's our pencil. There we go. Just adding in those details and doing what we do. That's so fun. Ooh, so colorful. It looks like, I don't even know, but it speaks to my very soul. Perhaps it is my soul. What? Anyways, I'm adding dark green as I do, and then just other pinks in that same tone. I kind of had trouble with the pinks at first, but I figured it out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Look at that green and that orange. Ooh, and then this flower I was hating because it looked, I tried to outline it in pink, but it looked more red, and then it was giving, what did it remind me of? Like that icy brand, you know, the blue and the red. But so I tried to do like a mint green-ish instead of the blue. But anyways, here I am observing that flower and hating it. It's okay. I did say I loved every stage of this, and that was a lie, I guess. Also, here I am filming my phone. Sometimes people don't realize I'm filming with one hand. And then some geniuses are like, get a tripod. I'm like, hey, I have one. Y'all don't watch the video if you're not all up in my painting's business. If y'all can't see it real up close, you're like, I don't care. I want to act. I want to be like I am drawing. I am the drawing. And I said, okay. This one just really like makes my brain happy to look at. Like it's like oh my gosh. Here it is where it should be. In the trees and the flowers and the wind. I'm keeping the original, but there's a print on my shop. Love you so much. Goodbye.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the Mickey with the temperature? If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. I'm loving the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart. Never did it back at this street. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love, one thing. Come make a bad man sing. But then I follow come, love is really gone. I got the finish work. Without you, I could feel lose my mind. Without you, I could feel fall and die. Without you, I could give up my life. Without you, never did it back at this street. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love, one thing. We make a bad man sing.
This one's right here. This green, and iridescent white. Some matching pastels. Yeah, it's pretty perfect to me. I don't really have one to match the others, but we're gonna scribble the scaries out. Okay. I'm not scared of these colors though, but still scared of the blank page. Yes. Yes. That's beautiful. Calm down. I don't want to get paint on my ring. Not my ring. No. I got it recently off Etsy. It has a cat on it and clovers, which is perfect. Two things I love and am looking for in a ring. So I was actually looking for a clover one, not a 4-leaf clover. I just wanted clovers on it. There's a hair. But then when I saw the cat on it, I said, oh, that's Ella. Oh, that's Ella's ring. I'll take it. Give it to me, please. Please, will you give it to me? I'll pay you. And I did. Adding some water. Mixing, I'm mixing. I kind of want to add some clovers, because that's, you know, we were talking about that, weren't we? I've been mixing the paint from my palette on this little lid here. I remember how to paint them. And a darker green, which will mix on top of this. Should we add some grass? Little white flowers. Iridescent white, of course. We're getting somewhere. Adding in some tiny flowers as the sun goes down. I'll stop painting when the sun goes down. Yeah. I'm going to scribble some grass. I'm back and it's another day. I'm back and I'm in a gray sweater. I'm back and it's another day. Some scribbles. Some little do-do-do-do. Here she goes. And then she gets a 4-leaf clover. Okay, ready? Ooh. Green. And the clovers once more. And a million more times to come. Here are our colors. I can't wait to see this one in the sun. Let's go. Here we are. Yay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Love you, bye. The rumors are true. I gathered every single video I made this year, 2024, and put them into one video. Okay, 2. But they're split in half between the way I view my year, which is before and after one painting, and you'll see. But we're starting off very whimsical. We're very abstract. Okay? I experimented with drawing water. That changed everything for me as well. We're getting into landscapes, okay? Whimsical. I don't know what this is, but we're having fun. Patterns. I was using watery gouache. Pastels. I'm layering pastels over everything, okay? I learned I loved that last year. We continued that on. And then I got back into digital art. That's hard to say really fast. Digital art. Let's slow down. Super exciting. This is my version of the flower garden from Howl's Moving Castle, because I watched that for the first time, and that inspired a lot of what I'm creating around this time as well. And I'm just back to pastels. Wow. All pastels on canvas? I don't do that anymore. That's a choice. I love it, but also I don't think I do. I mean, it's great to look at. I just mean like actively. The texture gets annoying. I love a layer of acrylic with pastels on top. We know that. Moving on. What just happened? I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? This one is funky. Okay, we're doing abstract water. It's an abstract river. I love the colors. I love it. I forgot about it. A lot of these I'm like, oh, that was this year? What? That's crazy. So, this one was so much fun too. I guess I started the abstract landscape. Well, I did at the very beginning. I said that, but this one was like, I've never created anything like this again. I just made it and I was like, yes. Moving on. It was crazy. I used so much paint. Oh my gosh, this one? Are you kidding? Okay, I got some art books. Everybody said that my stuff was giving a Van Gogh. Obviously not like actually, just aspects. And Monet. And so then I was like, yeah. It wasn't even on purpose, really. But then I leaned into that. Okay, this one, I started recreating pictures of my grandparents' old house, but with way more flowers. I painted in the rain. I got velvet paper, and it was crazy. Look at these colors. Would you look at that? Go on. Look at it. Very cool. This one, again, just doing what I want. Like, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's so true. More pastels and water. This one, I said, what's the silliest way I could start this painting? A random foam roller. I don't use those, but I was like, yeah. This is inspired by art from a child that was given to me. And she was a former pre-K student when I worked at a preschool for like 1 second. And it warmed my heart and it inspired me. Moving on. Me after saying anything. Moving on. Sorry. This one's I loved these. I really loved these this year. I really, really did. Just crazy blobs. Then I discovered just the soft pastels. Were those soft? Yeah, soft pastels on the black paper or any paper. But especially like it gives a neon look. And then I was back to the book pages. But especially these, that first one went like super viral. And so I was like, oh, it's the ones where this is what I think while I paint. And I'm just like making up stuff in the moment. And they're like way longer videos. It's not a voiceover. And they are easier to make most of the time. And so I was like really going for it. Then I got these things. I already forgot what they are. I need to use those again. But they turn into watercolor. What was I saying? Anyways, there's Scooby. Also, you'll see at the beginning of this, I was painting a lot at my parents' house still, which is where my art room is. But throughout the year, here I am on my porch, and soon you'll see that's where I have to paint or I won't. I can't explain it to you, but also here's some dots. I didn't do this again either, but it was fun for a moment. There I am thinking while drawing. Then I got into pencils with these ink pens. Love those. Truly so many phases. And whenever I enter one of these phases, I have to, that's all I do. And then I move on and never do it again usually. No, I circle back. Because even looking at these videos, I'm like, oh yeah, that's really, yeah, you know. Shimmery watercolor with the ink pen. Did so many of those. And I started off the year working with paper mostly. And then I got to where, which I also want to get back to. Because I'm looking back at these and I was like, that's way easier to store too. I'm running out of space for all these canvases. Okay? Oh my gosh, it's stressing me out. I tried painting flowers, actual flowers. That was fun. This one got a bunch of views too, the video, because I was drawing in the car. And everybody was like, what? I said, yeah. Yeah, be impressed. Also, here I am at the beach. Sand everywhere. Sand in my watercolors, sand in the painting. It was beautiful. It was amazing. Back to these. We're back home. Back to this canvas. Scooby is helping me. Here I am gathering my pastels. I brought them back to work on my porch and finished this. Oh, I love her so. Then I'm back to water, okay? I'm back to water. No, I'm back to skies. The swirly skies. Oh my gosh, with the watercolor and the colored pencil swirled skies. What a moment that was. Which I did revisit that later in the year. But this one was my favorite. And then I wanted to paint this picture of my cat Ella in her garden. yelling at me. And that was an adventure. And I really stepped outside my comfort zone. Truly. I mean, every year I kind of do. I step a little bit further outside my comfort zone in art. But this year I really did. I really, really did. And I can't even, I know I'm trying to, the point of this is to put it into words, but you know I'm not good with words. I can't put it into words, how it makes me feel. Skies and landscapes. I was always so scared of them, but we're not to that part. That's for the second video. Sorry. But these are, I'm still going outside my comfort zone with the trees as well. Batman. Then I had to paint this picture of Batman. I had this giant rose bush that was beautiful, and it was already dead by this video, so you can't see it. But just imagine it. And, oh my gosh. Like, are you kidding? And I love that birdhouse. Okay, go to part 2. I'm not stopping and smelling the roses. I'm painting them. Yeah, that's right. And I'm sitting with them. And I have my yellow canvases here. And I'm having fun, okay? It looks like pizza, maybe. I just can't get past that how much it looks like maybe pizza. But we're not talking about pizza, so stop talking about pizza. I'm adding leaves and blobs as I do, okay? And it did start raining, and I said, you know what? Maybe this adds to the magical moment with the roses. I let them get rained on, and then it turned violent, and it was a big storm. And I said, whoa, okay, fine, if you say so. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's the way it has to be. Fine. So I'm adding more leaves inside. Okay. And then it kept raining, so I couldn't work on it outside. But here is my vision. I love every time these roses come back and how you can't even capture them on a camera, like your phone, because it just looks like a blob of blinding color. They're just so vibrant. And so that's kind of what I painted, is the blobs that you see. There's just a blob form, if you will, with all my leaves. I love leaves. Ask me about leaves. I love painting leaves. I love adding pastels to them. And I love putting all these together, and it's like the giant rose bush that I also love, that you'll see in a second. You know, it's great to look around you and see beauty in things and be inspired and want to paint them. I think that's lovely, and that's what spring will do. Spring is the best. But also I like making it up. You know, I like looking at something and say, that's nice, but let me also do what I want. And so that's what this is. This is my favorite rose bush. I painted it last year for the first time. And that's my story. Did you see how these were framed by the rose bushes in that last clip and this one? Hello? Okay. Love you, bye. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. We're gonna scribble, we're gonna scribble, we're gonna draw a leaf. Is this gonna even show up? Yeah, okay. Second layer. This color looks different. Now I'm doubting if I like it. Some leaves because it's fall. Okay, I'm already liking it better now that I'm adding the lighter yellow. More shades of greenish yellow. Okay, I'm doing this. If I want to go back and darken parts of it, I will, but I think overall I just need to add more greenish. I've yet to find the green that I want. I've got it. Don't worry, guys. I've got this. Don't worry, I've got this. Yes, no worries about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Now more yellow. Yellow polka dots. Yellow polka dot. I know what it needs again. The darkest color has little blob flowers on. Okay, I'm adding a few leaves in that darker color. It's another day and then we'll be done. Alright, let's look at them all together as one big happy family before they go their separate ways. There's Ella. There they are. There they are again. Oh yeah, here's the color sketch and the results. Ooh. We can look at this one on its own. I need to paint the sides. I will. I'll do that right now. Let's see what this one looks like on its own. I love. Yay. The sides and in the sunshine. Ooh. There was a butterfly over here a second ago. It was a beautiful moment. Wish you were there. Okay, love you. Bye. I wasn't videoing. My bad. My bad.
With some
It's 11 a.m. now. I have a vet appointment to take Ella to at 3. Let's see how much we can get done with this giant painting in that amount of time. Thank you. Okay, let's go. I finally have it to a place where I'm liking it. I have all the green filled in the background. I have all the other things. And then I need to add color, a lighter acrylic to the top of every single tiny flower. But then it's pastel time, okay? We've come so far, and I have hope. I do. I know what you're thinking. Her hand shrank. No, this is my niece. She's turning 2 at the end of this month, and I wanted to make her a big painting for her room. And I want her to help me throughout the way. So she's working so hard, and so am I. You can't really tell a difference in what we're doing. She keeps writing random letters. Secret code, maybe? And I get to babysit her every week. It's my dream come true. We get in the studio and we get to work. No, I could just get her to paint for maybe 1 second, and then she had to go. She was busy, and she had to go carry things around. She likes carrying things around and singing. And here we are learning the importance of layering. She knows that. She knows layering is very important, and it's okay to mess up the painting and layer over that. And so then I decided that we needed butterflies. Because butterflies are her thing, just in my mind. When I think of butterflies, I think of Tatum. Especially because when she was born, we were in the hospital, and I was drawing, just sketching in my sketchbook a bunch of butterflies, and she was in the NICU for months because she was born so early. Here she was scribbling. I left that in because, again, that's what I do. Here I am asking her where the ladybug is, and she was looking and she found it. She was like really looking. That's so sweet. Also, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and I couldn't see her. She was so teeny tiny, and she's just a miracle. And anyways, so I was like, I have to add butterflies because she's butterflies. I also decided to make this like a pop-up storybook type situation where she can find all the animals. Here's the reveal. I had it growing off of the canvas as well. And I didn't plan to glue all this stuff on here, but it just happened. Okay, let's go through it. Oh wait, we're about to see all the animals and bugs that I included, but also that bunny is my favorite. I added that last minute. She loves cows, and I thought about trying to include that, but I was like, the scale is already weird with all the flowers and the tiny bugs and the animals that are kind of the same size, which is fine, because hey, we make it up. But I was like, I don't know, I feel like cow doesn't fit in here. I'll make her a separate cow painting. There's the bee, so there's a bee up there. There is a ladybug, an ant. She loves an ant. There was a caterpillar. Did you see that? And then a bird, as well as an Ella, my cat, the bunny, a squirrel. Is there anything else that we missed? So many butterflies, and she just points at it and points out the butterflies, so I can't wait for her to find all the other animals. I love her so much. I remember so clearly just dreaming of these days that we're living in right now, of me being able to paint with her and keep her, and I'm so thankful. And love you, bye. Gray, ew, gray. Okay, you just have to wait. Okay, this is one that's really scary at first. Okay, and there's no need to be afraid. I think I'm gonna keep it looking rough and add the first layer of some flowers, some leaves. Okay, not really sure what that is. It's gotten dark and I can't really see, but I'm here. I want to get this layer done. I'm back another day and I'm adding another color. I need to focus, so I'm gonna shut up. Sound of my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on. What is happening here? I'd like to know. Okay, let's see what this color looks like. Okay. I really do find this very fun. I really do. Add some gold scribbles. Gold scribbles. Consider that. In my heart found the fate of Ophelia. Let's see what this shade looks like. Yeah. Watch this. It's coming together. I don't know about that choice, but it was made, and we're gonna have to live with it now. Or we can change it. We don't have to live with it, actually. Well, okay. Okay, I'm working on it, I'll change it though. Okay, there we go. I want to add some gold dots, but kind of here too, like, yes, I love that. Love. I'm gonna add Ella's tail right here. Okay, it got messed up in gold. Look at the texture in the sunshine. Whoa. 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 Here she is in the sun. Ooh. There's Ella. She's very abstract. Can you tell? It's her. It's okay. I can tell. I love this one so much. Love you. Bye. I have some leftover paint, so I'm just gonna use it here. Yellow. Ooh, I love that green. Ooh. Ooh. That's cool. Consider this. I'm adding blue. And then what if we do this? Ew. Ew. I've added my favorite green. Shh. Shh. It's okay. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear any more from you. Whoa. I don't know what to tell you. What do you want me to tell you? I can't explain myself at this time. Nothing is a waste in the name of art. This is cool. Batman is tearing up my door to get out.
I know. I saw a bunch of colorful flowers over the weekend. Maybe in each spot of color I can do flower blob and kind of green around, maybe some blue.
This actually works out great because look at all this. These are all, we can do some little pansies, we can do some tulip blobs maybe. We have our red, our orange, our pink. Blob for you. Blob. All the spots I see. Who are you? Don't worry about me. I think this is gonna be awesome and different. Okay, just let me see. Let me see if you'll let me. What's happening? What do we do with this? Going back and adding my favorite green. I'll probably add some lighter green over those spots. Just to warm it up. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. I got a smaller brush. Whee! And I need to add some tiny, almost white, but yellow flowers. And where all this light part is just kind of like it's just a big cluster of flowers. Actually, it's not a blank spot, it's a big cluster of flowers. I'm adding Ella right here. She's gonna turn into a little purple blob flower. Of course, I need to scribble. Maybe I didn't need to do that, but maybe I did. Hey, maybe that did need to happen. I just didn't know it. Update, I'm adding back in some red. Pops of red on top and it's bringing it all together. Oh my gosh. The sides of these are really annoying me. I'm doing something funky, I'm doing something fun. The red is giving me grief. Now I'm adding stripes. It's really annoying painting around, hello, the drips that I already painted around many times. A big reveal in the sun with a tiny little cute flower right there. I love how these turned out, I really do. Here's what the sides are doing. Very unique. Oh, that's very unique, yes. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Number. Oh, where's Ella? There's Ella. Okay. There's my bun in a shadow. Love you, bye. No, don't do that. Because all the roads will lead back to you. I said I won't get stuck in the future. Hello. Hello. Hi, welcome to this painting. I got tired of it halfway through. Now you have to look at it too. It's not the painting's fault. It's me. It's me. It's me. You're so welcome for that. I just had to break the ice about my bad mood I've been in about my paintings lately. I don't know what's going on, actually, so just bear with me. Well, I started this one with no end in sight. Usually I have somewhat of an end in sight, and I don't know why I did this, because then it's like, okay, and what do you want me to do with this? Okay. But I do love the orange layered over the blue, and I let this sit aside for a while, because I was like, eh. And then I kept working on it, and then I kept working on it, and then I kept adding and changing things. But I love all the orange. And so then I was like, what do I do? I'm obviously going to add leaves, but then I realized it also looks exactly like that other painting I did, almost. I feel like I made it different enough with the flowers, but I wanted a bunch of different colors and blobs. That's so sweet. I feel like I was starting to say something and I didn't. No worries. It means it doesn't matter in this moment. I'm painting. And here's my idea, okay? Because I actually drew this out on my iPod. My iPod? Oh, to have an iPod. What a good time. Anyways, on my iPad, because I just couldn't figure out what I wanted. And then I was like, Bluebird matches my sky with the orange and the blue. And he's carrying a flower. I just wanted something in the sky, and I was like, bird? Okay, but make it giant. Because it just carried away. It's right in front of us. It just carried away a flower. I got really excited about the flower. And now I'm using the palette knife and putting on some chunky pastels. I'm adding more pastels, okay? Yes, I am. Oh, I'm messing with the sky again. And then I said no more. Except I did add some pastels. That's so true. Look at that beam of light. That almost made me want to like paint the lines to look like a beam of light was there, like the one that was there in real life. But then I said, I don't want to do that. So I won't. And here we are. That's so sweet. La 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 la. That's her song. That's the painting song. You've heard it here first. Ooh, in the sunshine where she belongs. Yes. I do. I love you so much, and goodbye and good night. Hey, let's clean up my studio. I have these flowers I built that I need to put in something. There's little ladybugs. One side we use is useful things, one side is decoration, of course. That's a dandelion. And then I have these little sketchbooks I got off Etsy that somebody made. We're gonna refill and get rid of this bag. Well, there's a bird out there right now waiting for some. Here I come. Got these fake flowers. I'm just going to put them up here. And then these over here. I put those over there. They're unfinished. It's my niece's paint thing. I added that one to my pile that I don't know what I'm doing with, but I'm keeping. So these were over here and they don't need to be. 4x4. These I don't even want to part with right now, but I have nowhere to put them. It's unfinished. I got this at an antique store. I haven't used it yet to paint outside, but I like goodbye. I'm so tall, I know. This is a cool new, it folds up into a bag, which I did wrong, but it's so pretty. And it's like a picnic blanket thing. There's a set I'm working on. It's with the same brand. Gather them, gather them, gather them. Gather them. Acrylic inks. I'm gonna still use these, I just need to put them somewhere out of the way so that this looks clean. There's some random pastels that we're gonna put in the random pastel section. So here's where I tore dried paint into tiny pieces. I was thinking. That's how I think. Here's a further bead Ella that I made. Ew. I need to organize it better, but I'm about to just throw all these in here. But I got this to organize some of my cutouts that I haven't used, because sometimes I paint things and then cut them out and then I don't use them. Oh, there's some. There's a cup I need to take into my house. Put them in their homes. Let's gather all the short ones. Tall, short, short, tall, short, short, short. Move out of my way. What in the world? We did something. Okay, love you, bye.